Hey guys, what's going on? All right, so I'm going to tell you a story about the human being basically and our energy, what it means, how it works, how we can make it better, how to prevent from absorbing negativity. To begin with, of course, you have to understand that we are energy. Okay. Our body is our vessel here in this world and our channel. So we need to protect it and use it accordingly, and generate as much positive energy as we can so we can live a prosperous life, basically. Okay. So let's talk about childhood. That's where everything begins. How do you know if you are born with negativity already? If you're born into negative environments, what happens to you? In this case, it's the following. Babies overall, when you're born, you're pure. Okay, so your energy is bright as the sun. It's strong. That's why everybody's so attracted to babies in the sense of, oh, how cute, how pretty. Everybody wants to touch them, hug them. It's because you're constantly radiating this pureness that we eventually lose in this world. So what happens if you are born out of a situation of hate or out of a situation of really strong negativity? You're still pure, except maybe if there's negativity within the person that is having you, you might have some negativity already kind of stuck to you. But there's also the option that when you're born, it really depends on the environment. So you could even be born in a really negative situation and become, and continue always to be a really bright and positive shining light. So if your parents were the ones, or whoever it is that raised you, were connected and were positive, they're going to give you a right future. Okay. We're not talking about money here. We're talking about energy. Okay. So when we're little, the smaller we are, the more fragile we are. Sorry. So we absorb, you know how they say kids are like sponges? We absorb absolutely everything that is around us. So if you're in a household where there's hate, where there's domestic violence, where there's drugs, alcohol, any kind of addiction, basically any kind of fighting, verbal fighting, even I don't want to say separations, but being like really, really distant from your partner, like all that, anything that doesn't generate positive energy in the household is eventually going to leave a door open for any negativity to come in effect. So since when we're little, we depend solely on our parents because we're not generating our own positive energy. Okay. We are energy, but we still don't have our body, let's say, developed enough, right? Produced enough to be able to generate the energy of its own until we hit puberty. So with this, I just want to mention that I know a lot of people stay together, and of course, always with the best of intentions of benefits for their kids, to make sure that the kids have two parents, right? But you have to understand the following: that it doesn't matter if they're alone with one parent or alone with the other, or with an uncle or with an aunt or with a grandmother. What matters is what is surrounding them in the sense of energy that they're absorbing daily. So this is love, support, just being there, showing love for your spouse, for your husband, wife. It's love amongst your family, making sure that there's enough attention and not just work. So all that, the less critical moments that you give your kids when they're younger with negativity around them, the more protected they're going to be when they reach their puberty years, okay, which are the most delicate years of a teenager. So it's super important to remember that. It doesn't matter where it is or where you are or who you're with. What matters is the energy that little seed is absorbing, to make sure that when it grows, it has really solid basis. Okay. On the next one, we are going to talk about what happens when you reach puberty, which, as I said, is a very key point. So I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next video and make sure you understand everything about positive energy, because at the end, it's all that matters and what's going to give us the strength to be healthy, good, and successful in the future. See you soon.